try and arrest me?
I'm not here to take you in, I'm here to take you out.
Ridiculous, you're not even a cyborg. You don't stand a chance against me. You people still underestimate me.
You're wrong. You're finished.
We'll see. What? Huh? What the? I can't see!
Shit! Hello, Azura? I fucked up. Lucifer's got away into the Institute. You'll have to finish the job.
So, Lucifer, the boot is on the other foot, and you must be punished for murdering poor little Freya.
Don't be stupid. I had no choice. She was trying to prevent me from completing my mission. Anyone who stands in the path of justice must be destroyed.
You don't know the meaning of the word justice. Now it's your turn to die. You can't hope to make excuses now, Lucifer. You're beyond all redemption. I'll show you no mercy. How does it feel, Lucifer? How do you like being weak? How do you like being unable to defend yourself? Feels lovely, doesn't it?
You have no idea, do you? You can't hope to defeat me, Asura. You're not strong enough. Even with me in a weakened state, a measly little worm like you doesn't stand a chance against me. I've taken everything you can throw at me. And plenty more besides. And I'm still here. I'm superior to you in every way, and I will triumph yet. I am unstoppable. I'll be back, Asura, and next time, I will destroy you!
No, Lucifer, there isn't going to be a next time. Prepare to die!
What was that? Oh, hang in there, Raiden. Dr. Ichihara gave me these power cells for you. They'll recharge you. He told me that once they were installed, you'd be okay again. All I gotta do is release the safety on your chest cavity, take out the old units, and slot the new ones in. Huh, seems pretty straightforward. Listen, Raiden, I don't know if you can hear me, but, well, I've been thinking about what you once told me about protecting the innocent. You were right. It's far more important than following the orders of some politician. They're all so corrupt. Bastards. Don't worry. I'll finish Lucifer, protect Ichihara, and uncover the politicians behind all this. They'll not get away with it. Okay, I gotta go now, Raiden. Look after yourself. I'll see you later!
Hello, Angel. I've lost trace of Lucifer's vital signs. She may be dead. See if you can find the body.
Will do.
I really hope to God that Lucifer's dead this time. We can't carry on fighting her for much longer. Well done, Azura. It looks as if you managed to finish her.
Don't be so sure, Doctor. I think she's still alive.
Nonsense. Her vital signs have disappeared.
No, let me tell you, that woman's a survivor. I wasn't strong enough to kill her.
Garbage. You exerted yourself to the limit. Just look how exhausted you are. She couldn't have survived your last psychic attack. Especially when you consider what a weakened state she was in after her battle with Raiden. You wait, Angel will find her corpse. Now, let me give you a shot.
No thanks. I must go and see if Lucifer's dead for myself.
Azura, wait! You're completely exhausted, both mentally and physically. I can't let you go back. Angel, under no circumstances are you to allow Azura to fight any longer.
Got it. The combat motorcycle and this armor are really strong. Even when I smashed through that wall, I didn't feel a thing. I'll kick her butt now. I wonder where she's hiding. Oh. Azura! Listen, the doc says you're fit to drop and that you should rest. Just leave her to me, okay?
No, believe me, if she's still alive, you're gonna need all the help you can get. This building has a lot of power. We have to stop her tapping into it. If we don't, she could recover in 30 minutes.
There are only 2 places she could hook up to the mains. The generator room in the basement, or the main computer room where they house the Cray computer. So don't worry, we'll easily be able to find her within 30 minutes. But first, I want you to take this. It's a nutritional energy bomb. It'll help to keep you going.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be an idiot. Anyone can see you're totally fucked. You won't be able to keep going without it. You can die at your leisure when this is over. But for the time being, take it. You still have a duty to ensure that Freya didn't die for nothing.
Oh, Freya. I'm sorry. My mind's starting to play tricks on me.
You're just exhausted. Take this. I take it you've used one of these before.
Yeah.
Good. Now I'm gonna check out the computer room. You check the generator room. Oh, and if you find anything, call me.
Sure. Listen, if you find Lucifer, be careful even if she looks dead.
Don't worry, I won't take any chances. Believe me, if I see her, I'm gonna shoot first and then ask questions later.
Good luck, Angel.
And you.
Well, here we go. All right, my sucker. The game's up. I know you're behind the activities of the Communist Red May and the H-File, but before I haul your ass into custody, there are a few blanks I need you to fill in for me.
Well, well, if it isn't Officer Taki, I had a feeling you'd be along to pay me a visit sometime. When you were here last time, you rather unsubtly left this bugged cigarette stub in my ashtray. You really ought to revise your procedures. You're becoming predictable.
Oh, yeah? Well, that bug still caught you out, didn't it?
Huh. You might like to think so.
All right, my sucker, let's cut the crap and come to the point, shall we? You're guilty of betraying Japan and its people. You were behind the H-File, and you were also funding the activities of the Red May, but I don't understand why.
No, I don't suppose a flatfoot like you would. Your ideas of patriotism and national pride are at least 50 years out of date, Taki. You have to understand that to me, as a capitalist, nationality counts for nothing. My only loyalty is to money. I don't care if it's yen, dollars, or Deutschmarks, but what it represents is global power. I illicitly sold off shares in the state-owned Tower Electric Company to the Americans for a fat profit. As for the Communist Red May, their purpose was to destabilize the country so that the money markets would become unstable, and then I'd
make a killing. Try going on a spending spree now, sir. Sayonara, asshole.
I see I'm not the only one around here who took the precaution of a bulletproof vest, but it won't do you any good, Taki, because at the end of the day, this little dispute's going to be settled by who has the most firepower. And if I was a betting man, which I am, I wouldn't give your Smith & Wesson Police Chief Special very good odds against my Uzi machine pistol, which is far superior. But then, when it comes to the really important things in life, you've always had a knack for making the wrong decisions, Taki.
Wait a minute. You're not the real Misaka.
That's right. You've been wasting your time on me. Mr. Misaka is safely hidden in another room.
Tagawa. But Angel radioed and told me she'd killed you at the Institute.
Yes, that's quite correct. She did kill me at the Institute, but the man she shot was in actual fact my double, which is how I come to be standing here in front of you at the moment. Something wrong, Taki? Oh, bad luck. It's not your day, is it? I expect you're probably wondering why I haven't killed you. Well, to be honest, if it was up to me, I would have done, but Mr. Misaka's the boss, and he wants you to be kept alive a little longer. There are a few questions he needs to ask you about your H-file investigation.
He can fuck himself.
You're tough, Taki, I have to admit, but don't worry, you're gonna sing like a canary. I got a new truth drug which will break down any resistance you've got left in a few minutes. Then I'll kill you.
Doctor, the Cray computer seems to have gone into overdrive. All systems are functioning.
That's impossible. When the main floor was damaged by an explosion, the Institute's power supply was cut off. As a consequence, everything's been shut down. I've only kept going here on the auxiliary power supply. I don't understand it at all.
I do. Doctor, tell me, how do I get to the generator room?
It's the last room off the southern wing of Building A on the 3rd level below the cryogenics unit. However, there's nobody there. I'm not picking up any vital signs.
Still, I think I ought to check it out.
Kill, 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 kill. Eh? What the hell? What the? Am I imagining it, or is that camera watching me? My God, it is. Incredible. I'll turn it off. Just to be on the safe side, I'll shut the Cray computer off, too. Let's see. There, that ought to shut all its systems down completely. Excellent. Now I suppose I better shut down the generator room. There, that should take care of it. Let's have a look at that camera. Huh? I don't believe it. It can't be. No! Don't!
She's here. All these power cables leading to one point. What? Lucifer. Die! Die, damn you, you bitch!
You know, I underestimated you and your little friends, but it doesn't matter anymore. You're just a moment too late.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely! Fuck you, Asura! It's over! There's no stopping me now!
Don't count on it, Lucifer. You still gotta get past Angel. Dr. Ichirō will think of a way to stop you. You'll see.
I'm not scared of Angel! And Ichihara is dead! No! Goodbye, Asura. What the?
Asura! Right, you piece of fucking pawn life. It's all over for you now. Eat shit and die! Asura, you shouldn't have come here alone.
Angel, don't let your guard down. She's not dead yet.
She isn't. Christ, how am I ever gonna finish that bitch?
A pack of Goldwire cigarettes with a voice-activated micro-recorder and a Zippo with a transmitter. You never change, do you? Anyway, are you ready to talk yet? Taki, you haven't got any evidence left now. We've got your tape. You may as well give up any further resistance and tell us everything. It'll be easier on you. Remember, we have ways of making you talk. Don't think we'll hesitate to use them.
The serum should be taking effect by now. You're worried, which I can understand. Just when you thought you were getting to the bottom of everything, you get yourself shot up and have to answer all sorts of awkward questions. And believe me, you'll give us answers. We won't let you slip away into the comforting blackness of unconsciousness until you've satisfied our curiosity. You see, this drip contains a compound that'll keep you awake. It'll make sure you can feel every wound screaming in agony. The longer you try to hold out, the longer you'll appreciate the meaning of the word suffering.
He's right, Taki. You're finished. The sooner you talk, the sooner we'll put you out of your misery.
Come on, tough guy. There's no point in hanging on. Tell us what you know.
All right, you win. I'll talk. First, we discovered your plan to illegally sell off the state-owned Toa Electric Company to an American organization. Then you turned a blind eye to the Americans' unauthorized dumping of high-level nuclear waste in Hokkaido. Some of the waste came from civil reactors, but most of it was the unwanted byproduct of illegal nuclear weapons development. The weapons were being developed in order to help you and your American friends expand your other business interest, the illegal arms trade, which would undoubtedly be worth a fortune to you, especially after you had so painstakingly tried to establish a need for them by forming the Communist Red May and other terrorist groups. Their purpose was to destabilize the political climate in Japan. If you made our neighbors in the Pacific Basin jumpy enough, there'd be a ready black market for both conventional and nuclear weapons. And you'd make a fat profit from it.
And what countermeasures have you taken, huh? Tell us, you piece of shit! Oh! You did fuck all. Admit it, Taki. You got to the evidence just that little bit too late, didn't you? You had your chance and you blew it.
No, we found you out in plenty of time. Tachihara and the other members of the Communist Red May's evidence could have put you behind bars. But what we hadn't expected was your hunters to come along and wipe them all out before they got a chance to testify against you.
They wouldn't have dared anyway, the scum.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because 2 of your hunters have come across to our side, and I can assure you they will dare to stand in the dock and testify against you.
You can't bullshit us, Taki. We know the kid Freya is already dead, and it won't be long before Lucifer puts pay to Asura.
You're wrong. Lucifer will soon be dead. Remember, she's not just up against Asura, but also Angel and Raiden, whom I'm sure you already know has been cybernetically enhanced. I was originally against Ichihara's program of cybernetic development, but now I've seen what Raiden can do. I'm glad.
You're an idiot. And Ichihara's a charlatan. Any middleman he can come up with is no match for Lucifer. She's unstoppable. Our top military scientists developed her latent psychic powers to the limit.
You don't get it, do you? The reason Freya and Asura defected to our side was that they realized what they were doing was wrong. The only reason Lucifer's still fighting is because you've conditioned her to think she's fighting for something worthwhile. But sooner or later, she'll realize she's working for a couple of bent two-bit politicians, and then you'll be finished, you'll see. But personally, I don't think she's got a chance. It's a strange thing, but history has shown that at the end of the day, good will always prevail. There've been any number of evil fuckers through the ages, and I'll admit they've had their moments. But sooner or later, their crimes find them out. Think about it. Hitler, Mussolini, Ceausescu, they all had their day, looked untouchable, but in the end, they all got fucked over. And it's gonna be the same for you creeps. It won't make diddly squat difference if you kill me, Ichihara, or whoever else. You'll get found out sooner or later. Remember, you're allowing the Americans to dump nuclear waste in Hokkaido. That shit doesn't just go away. When the locals start having kids with two heads and their livestock glows in the dark, people will start asking questions. And the trail leads right up to your door. The day may not come for a year or two, but sooner or later your gonads are gonna be on the anvil.
All right, spare us the history lecture, Taki. You're starting to get boring. I realize you're just trying to play for time. And anyway, you're talking shit as usual. By the time anybody finds out anything about our little enterprise, Tagawa and I will be safely away on a tropical island catching some rays. And if it hadn't been for you and your bunch of interfering flatfoots, we could have sorted things out much easier. But you wouldn't drop the case, would you? Oh, no, not you, not the great Taki. Who do you fucking think you are? Some sort of latter-day Lone Ranger, huh? Well, now you're gonna be the dead fucking Ranger!
Listen, Lucifer hasn't had time to heal herself completely. She's only able to keep herself alive by tapping into the power here in the generator room. You have to cut the power lines attached to her body.
That's not a bad plan, but you're already a bit too late. It's the end for you losers. I'll finish you for good this time.
We'll see.
What? I have to concentrate. I can't allow them to beat me. I must prevail.
I can see that this is going to require the personal touch.
You can't hurt me with that thing, Angel.
Maybe, but I'll have a fucking good try.
I must have some power. Oh.
Forget it, Lucifer! Die, you bitch!
Not just yet.
Best foot forward. Why don't you just give up? It'd be easier for both of us. Damn it! I can't see for this blood.
You can't hope to kill me, Angel, because to have hope means that you have a chance in hell. And let me assure you, you don't have the remotest chance.
Huh? You're full of shit.
Your problem is you're just not ruthless enough.
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that. I won't let you have any more power, you evil bitch!
Loser! Now listen to me, you stupid little girl. You fools in the Special Security Force are just sheep. You think you've uncovered some sort of government plot to sell Japan down the drain to the Americans? Mr. Maisaka said your boss Taki invented the whole thing. Maisaka said it was all a trick to spoil Japan's relationship with America. That's why Taki ordered you and your college to protect the Red May terrorists. He might have managed to brainwash you and Asura, but not me.
You idiot! Don't you realize that Maisaka's been lying to you?
No, Taki's the traitor. That's why he went to such lengths to keep that terrorist, Tachihara, hidden from justice.
No, you've got it wrong. He was going to use Tachihara as a witness against Maisaka.
Enough of your lies! Like the other traitors before, you have no hope of escaping from me. You will be punished! You vermin! But first, I'll rape your mind. I'll drain all your memories and all your abilities. All you have to do is relax while I fuck your mind. Sayonara, Angel.
I'll see you in hell, you bitch!
What the? Fuck it. All right, show yourself. There's no hiding from me.
Lucifer, we meet again.
Die!
No, I don't think so. Something wrong? Getting low on gas?
It's Raiden. Raiden!
Go away! I'm busy!
All right, Angel, here's the plan. I'm gonna hold her down, and while I've got her, you shoot both of us with the mag.
You what?
That's right. It's the end of the line for you. Come here.
Forget it, Tin Man. You're wasting your time.
Am I? My armor is covered in an anti-psychic coating, which is highly toxic to psychics such as yourself. When it gets hit by a shell from the Magnum, it'll explode and shards of it'll rip straight through you. There's no way you can survive. Look at you. You hardly had enough strength left to knock off my broken helmet. There's no escape for you now.
Maybe, but I can always steal your power.
Angel, shoot me through the head with the Magnum. It's the only way we can be sure of killing this bitch. Come on, hurry up before she has a chance to drain my strength and overpower me.
Yeah, but you'll die.
Just do it. That I die isn't important, but killing Lucifer is. Justice must be done, and I don't care if I die in the process of upholding it. What are you waiting for? We haven't got all day. Come on, Angel, get up. You can do it. Shoot me through the back of the head. Hurry.
All right, I'll do it. Straight through the back of the head, like you say. But if this is justice, then I'm a banana.
You're going soft. I told you, the back of the head.
Oh, shit, the recoil's completely gone and fucked my shooting arm. I can't move my left hand at all.
We'll use your right hand then. But hurry up, I can't hold out much longer.
All right, right hand it is. I just hope my aim is up to it.
I can't hold it much longer.
Your power is beginning to drain into me.
My fucking aim.
You can't last much longer.
Angel, hurry up.
Here goes.
There's no way that silly little bitch is going to manage it. Too late, Angel!
This is the one. A day's work for the Special Security Force. Kill a creep and shoot your partner. Huh?
Keep an eye on Taki until he dies. I don't want that bastard escaping.
Yes, sir.
By now, Lucifer will have killed off Ichihara and the others at the Research Institute, and in a few hours, Taki will have bled to death, so there'll be no one who can testify against us. So now all we have to do is to get the mess cleared up and then blame the whole episode on some terrorist organization. Mind you, maybe Taki did have a point about the nuclear waste up in Hokkaido. Sooner or later, some busybody with a Geiger counter will start squeaking. Still, never mind. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know, the trouble with both Taki and Ichihara was that they were both totally misguided. Instead of realizing that the only important thing in the world today is money, they hung on to outdated notions of duty and patriotism. Still, they both were offered the chance to wise up, and they both blew it. Oh, yeah. Get rid of Taki's evidence, will you?
Sure.
This was the end of the line for the Special Security Force, but they took down the corrupt government officials with them. In the media, all the killings were put down to terrorist activity, and once again, the only real victims of the conflict were truth, freedom, and justice.
た